Hello, I'm LotV and welcome to this Protoss vs Terra, and I'm Protoss in the top right. I'm against Mike on the top left. I'm sure Mike is his real name. Why would anyone want an alias online? So, I picked out this game from my replays folder. This wasn't... I can't remember how recent this was. I vaguely remember my opponent complaining about something, and not much else about this game, so... It could be awful. It could actually be terrible. So I hope you enjoy finding out with me. My opponent's going for just an ordinary wall-off sort of thing. So this isn't anything too early of an expansion. So and a gas before expansion as well. So he might be going for some sort of tech-based play early on, whereas I have probed up to 16 probes, and I'm going to go straight for an expansion like so. This is an Nexus first from me, whereas it's a whatever he's going from him. When I do this, it's usually in Terran versus Terran. I'll go for Hellions or something. But I've seen. I have to go about that. Cast this one, that one next. I did see some sort of like a marine marauder pressure with fast concussive shells, which is really hard to do actually because. Adepts can't deal with that too well because they can escape okay with their ability, but once they get close, they don't deal with those marauders very well. So, why was I talking about this? Oh yes, possible things that you could be doing. Yes, so yeah, it could be some sort of early marine marauder thing. Could be Hellions or a factory, or it could be maybe he's getting this so he can go for fast mine drops. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I haven't seen anything quite like that. I usually see the expansion first, then gas, then into mine drops. But yeah, so he's mixing it up a bit. I like that. I like that about him. Is that coming in from me? I'm not my opponent. I'm currently boosting now as well, so I'm going to be putting some pressure on. I did scout. Did I scout? I did scout, didn't I? Yes. I scouted out what it was doing, how early his expansion was. Hit the probe away after that. Interesting route I've taken to go home. I guess maybe I sent the probe that way to sort of fake that my starting location was over there. That's the only reason I can think of for doing that, if I'm not just going to hide it there for the proxies later. I first let's cleared up the scouting SCV, which I really shouldn't. That was a big mistake from my opponent there. You could have gotten a lot more useful scouting information with that SCV. But it is looking like Hellions. Alright, that's fun. Another factory as well. Okay, he's just going mech, is he? Straight mech. Okay, this is cool. Mech's pretty strong in Legacy of the Void, so that's a pretty cool idea. A bit slow though. First that walks in, he's microing both of the marines as one whole instead of microing the one that I've targeted away. It's probably the best thing to do. But one SCV, two SCVs, and a marine kill. That definitely paid off. And my follow-up Adept, trying to use its abilities to speed itself up a bit, and got my ambushing core in there as well, but she's just staying there to defend, it seems. He's making Hellions, which are decent against Adepts, but then Adepts are very good against Hellions, because they both deal additional damage to each other, so it all depends on the micro here. I'm focusing down those SCVs, I know what my main target is, so killing off the SCVs reduces the units he's going to have later. I mean, this isn't supposed to kill him or anything, I'm just supposed to deal as much economic damage as possible. Workers killed so far is 6. 6 workers gone down so far. Adepts running up with the other Adepts. I'm going to mark that one back, I should do! Oh, I died anyway, never mind. Good thing about Adepts is, though the Hellions can obviously outrun them, they can't really outrun their shades, so... Depending on micro, the Adepts can beat the Hellions, but if you don't micro the Adepts as well as you probably could have, the Hellions will win, so it's quite a cool dynamic here. I don't think I've seen this sort of fight before. It's pretty cool. He's got up to 3 Hellions now, transforming those into Hellbats. Unfortunately, the time it takes for him to transform, I get a lot of damage off. Must have been about 100 damage I got off while they were transforming, and somehow the Adepts are winning. I really think repairing the Hellion. The SCVs are like, nope, not helping you. Absolutely not. So yeah, I think he could have taken a lot fewer losses if he'd repaired the Hellbats with the SCVs there. I can't think of a reason to transform in them other than that, really, because I mean the transform time takes ages, and as you just saw there, you take a lot of damage during that. And yes, he's not very happy about his misplays. I say PD for some reason. Probably was trying to make an emoticon there, but failed. Going straight for my immortal there. And reason I'm crony boosting that as well. The reason I go straight for an immortal or something is cyclone follow-ups, because I knew he was going for mech. Cyclone follow-ups here are pretty damn hard if you're only on gateway units. So yeah, immortal's pretty good against that. They hit so hard. Of course, the cyclones still outrange immortals, but they're a bit more threatening to your opponent. Looks like I'm moving into a third, which is a little bit risky considering how aggressive my opponent's being here, but yeah, he's going for that expansion as well, and I saw that, I think. Oh, I didn't see that. Maybe, okay, I didn't see that. Looks like I'm going for the expansion anyway. I mean, I guess it's a perfectly fine thing for me to do. I've seen a lot of Hellions out of my opponent. I've done a lot of economic damage. It doesn't look like he's going to have much of a chance of breaking me early on, so yeah, I'm pretty safe. Got my first observer out. Just patrolling the main attack path here. It's a pretty sensible thing to do. I would like to scout this sort of area as well, this sort of area on the map, to make sure I can defend this third base, and possibly put an observer over here to spot for drops, but I rarely do that actually. It's pretty bad of me. An observer patrolling like this area could simultaneously scout these two expansions and check for drops, so maybe I should have done that. He's moving into that third. Started that a while ago, but yeah, only just ready to move into a third. And I think he's fairly safe in doing that. I think he is. I'm going for my third as well. He's fairly safe in doing that. He's got some Thors, he's got some Hellbats. The army I have is quite meagre. Even though those Adepts were wreaking havoc earlier, I don't think they're going to scale up as well as his units. Now getting in my splash damage is going to be very important against the Hellbats because they have so much HP, but they're quite small. And yeah, Drops is going to annihilate those guys. How much damage does that do? 145, so it is going to one-shot the Hellbats there, so that's pretty cool. Trying to do some Warp Prism fanciness. Please get out. Please get out. Please get out. That's good. That's good. So that survived. I think. He's getting chased down a bit. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm going to go for an attack on the other angle there. Meanwhile, my opponent's moving up into this main attack path, which I absolutely completely see. I'm ready for a Liberators, though they are going to get a few kills, it seems. Oh, one-shotting those probes. They so quickly devastate this mirror line, actually. Wow. Wow, that's really harsh. That killed a lot of workers. He's overtaken the mineral with the workers killed already. That's pretty goddamn silly. Though to be fair, my workers killed early on in the game, so it does have much more of an effect on the game as a whole. I'm moving into my third completely. That's fully saturated, but he's only got a few workers mining down here, so I must be ahead in economy. I could check that with Mighty Control I, and I am indeed ahead. Am I ahead? No, he's ahead because of Mules. Of course he is. Yeah, Mules are winning in the game, but though that doesn't help with gas, and my gas income is better than his, which I guess is more important as a process player, definitely. More gateways coming in, very responsible of me. As my base count increases, I'm definitely going to want to be adding on more gateways, which is something I often forget. Huge gateway count now. How many have I got? I have got 8, 9, 12 gateways. 12 gateways, I guess that's pretty sensible. I don't have to be constantly warping in from all of those. It's very good to have a huge gateway count in preparation. Getting some kills on the side there, just getting some of those kills in working on the refinery there. The small kills small numbers of kills, they all add up. And it's pinning him back a little bit, which is one of the main purposes of this Warp Prism. It gives me a lot more breathing room to expand, and it's exploiting the fact that his army isn't very fast, with the exception of these Hellions, but he's only got 4 of those. Adding on Stargate, after all those gateways I did add on Stargate, so I'm going to be slowly taking up to the ultimate air army, just 1 Stargate at a time. Adding on Immortals, because I know I'm against mech, or Observers, that's very responsible. Whereas you go into the late game, huge numbers of Observers are probably a good idea, so having checking all the likely expansion paths, all the likely expansion locations on all the attack paths, as well as drop areas like this, likely drop areas. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. In fact, I'm fairly sure I don't do that because I haven't done that for a while. Put observers up there. Yes, lots of observers. Actually, wow, I'm just queuing them up, constantly queuing those guys up. More void rays pumping out against mech, whereas it's not quite as good against bio. Void rays pretty good against mech. That's a terrible sentence. Yeah, void rays pretty good against mech because they have a lot of armored units. Liberators armored? Yeah, Liberators are armored, so yeah, very useful. If I was against bio, I probably wouldn't be stacking up to carriers a lot faster than this, but I'm happy adding on a few void rays first against mech. And having a more gradual transition to carriers is always nice. Some Archons. I've got some spotters over here, making sure he doesn't go up into this base. That's my natural base. So I'm just going to have my whole army at my fourth, because that's the only other thing he's going to really attack. I mean, he could go for my third if he likes his army getting surrounded. I have my... Ooh, nice bit of pressure now. I'm going to try and deny this. I don't think... Will I be able to? Surely not. Surely not. Surely not. No, he's sending some workers to help with this. Disruptor, not actually killing anything, but it can damage buildings, which is really cool. Unlike Storm and other abilities like Fungal, which can't attack buildings. Disruptors, surprisingly enough, do destroy buildings. Just fire. I just need a little bit more. Come on, just a few more zealots. Finish this off, please. Please finish this off. That's. I pulled my zealots back. So I could get like that sick shot off on the disruptor, but no, it didn't pay off. Oh, I'm not going to be able to kill this, am I? It's got that planetary fortress. It's got an SCV in a very nice position, which is defended by the planetary fortress. Yeah, it's going to be tough. I do have another shot on the disruptor, though. Meanwhile, yes, carries coming out 2 at a time, as you can see in the production tab. My opponent continues to add on various mech units. Lots of Thors, 2 at a time. Upgrades. Both me and my opponent are very I don't know the best word. We're not adding on very many upgrades. We're only doing 1 at a time. Underwhelming amounts of upgrades. I'm fine with that as long as we're on an even footing. I often see Terrans go for double upgrades, but not this player. Let's bring it out a bit. I maybe underestimated the size of his army here. And luckily he flew all his units and clubbed them together, so the Archons are going to put some heavy damage in here. Maybe overextending a little bit, overextending a tiny bit. But not too bad, I didn't lose my whole army like I easily could have done there. The splash damage from mines and such would have really added up. It's gotten out of control if I went in there too much. Oh, moving in again, still have that Disruptor nice and safe. So let's... Disruptor killing off the tank there. He's got his army in a strange location, clumped up. If only I knew about that. I think I do actually. Yep, I knew about that. I probably could have done some damage to that. Maybe send a disruptor in if I had one in my army. Do I have one in my army? I don't. Never mind. Never mind. There's an opportunity there. You can see the disruptor just sitting there. I mean, he's not really doing anything about it, and it has an attack. I mean, he's got to be really careful the way he approaches this. Oh, it's going to get more kills. Never mind for him. Never mind. It's only gotten 8. I mean, that might not have even paid off. Yeah, it probably really can't pay off. There's quite a few workers that died there. Never mind. So now I've taken the middle position again, which makes it really hard for him to engage because I have complete vision with that watchtower. Observer's going to be helping kill off all those mines. Still adding on 2 carriers at a time. Do I have extra Stargates? I have 4 Stargates, so I could add on 4 carriers at a time if I had the money, which I do! I don't have the supply though, unfortunately. I was wondering why I wasn't doing that. Liberators immediately killing off those observers, so probably not going to want to engage here. Really nice shot! Whoa! Okay, so the Disruptors killed off all the mines in one shot, because they clumped up a bit there. I'm not going to have to worry about splash damage too much here. So I'm happy engaging. The shields of my Archons are going to be game winners here, because without any mines, there's nothing really to do with all these Archons. The Thors could deal the carriers, the Vikings and the Thors could deal the carriers, but they can't get close enough, all those Archons there. Never realised how important mines are in these sort of armies. There's an attack coming here. Did quite a bit of damage, but not nearly enough, and he really wanted them to be focusing down the Archons. I didn't go for him, unfortunately. I have no detection though, so I can't really push in much more. Oh, I could try, but it'd be quite risky. Instead, I'm just going to sit here and take damage, because the mines are going to load again. How much damage do they deal against the Archons, actually? 80 damage. Whoa, 80 damage to Archons. It's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. They do have a lot of shields to spare, though, to be fair. So, 80 damage per shot. But then for something that's so cheap as a Widow Mine, that's a hell of a lot of damage. Adding on my Void Rays now. A bit worried about Thors and such. Carrots aren't amazing against Thors because of the smash damage. So I'm adding on some more Void Rays just to be sure that I can cope with the armoured units there. More expansions coming in from my opponent. That's Harassment War Prism did get shut down a little while ago, but I'm going to have to try and think of some ways to put pressure on again. I have quite a big lead now of all my carriers. I did kill off all of his expensive units and maintain a few of my carriers, so that's a really big deal. Now moving up to the top. Instead of scouting it with an observer, I opt to scout this expansion with my entire army and then pull back. That's fine. Ooh, nice Hellion attack at the side here. Flanking my expansion. Oh, he's going to rack up a few kills. Let's try that button again. Control E and Control R right next to each other. That's quite silly. So, he's racked up quite a few. He's racked up a lot of kills. He's actually equalised. And those heads even killed off some Adepts as I was trying to block that wall. That choke there. So those definitely paid for themselves, but was it enough to come back into the game? And I don't know if it is really. I'm adding on my Dark Shrine. I've already got that Templar Archives, of course. I've got some Stormers. How many Stormers have I got? Just one? No, 4. That's the number I usually have for 4 Stormers. Lots of carries. This is a really scary army. If we look at the army value, which should be an A button, yeah, I think I'd say I've twice the army value at this point. He really needs some godly engagement. Terran armies can absolutely be armies where they should seemingly never stand a chance against, but I'm going to have to be careful to engage this right. All these splash damage they have, you could win, but it's going to be tough, and he's not really engaging very well at all. Wasting the interceptors here. The scaling up of these interceptors is absolutely insane. The upgrades on my carriers, I can't really tell because they're constantly training. Can I pick one? Yeah, they're quite I only have +1 on my carriers and they're still doing so much damage. They scale up a hell of a lot with each upgrade, so yeah, they could even be a lot stronger. It's just, yeah, I had too much of an advantage at this point. Completely outmining my opponent here, out-harassing him as well with that War Prism. Not out-harassing him in damage, but I out-harassed him in the amount of distractions I caused there, allowing me to take lots of expansions and take favourable engagements. Taking the middle here gave me a really nice engagement because he moved into that position without really looking. He's going to be a whiny little bitch, and say not GG instead of just leaving. I mean, if you're mad, just leave. It's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna. That's fine. You don't have to GG. It's not a compulsory for you to write GG. That's sort of against your human rights to be forced to type 2 letters. I mean, but just don't. There's no point to be a little bitch. I didn't do anything wrong, did I? I was just playing the fucking game. Anyway, yes, I hope you liked that. Apart from my fucking mistake there. I revealed the time of the game, which was bad. I might try and edit that out. You'll definitely have seen if I was successful in that. If I've just left it in, sorry. Yeah, what can we take away from this game? Carries are pretty good. Disruptors, yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah. Oh, another thing. When I was harassing here, I could have sent my other shit core across and cramped up this aggression here. I could have placed the pylon down and gone for some photon overcharging stuff and try and harass even more. But yeah, it's a bit risky because you could try and counterattack with a Reaper or something, and I wouldn't have much at home. I was just going for like a conservative sort of build because I had no intention of really putting on too much aggression. That was just a bonus that I killed so much at the front at the early stages of the game. So yeah, hope you like that. I'll see you later. Goodbye.